Hello and welcome to another video from GT Sports Mates. It's been a while since we've actually uploaded any videos. We've got quite a few to get to. But don't worry, we're not going to do them all in one go. But we are going to start off with what was one of the recent daily races. It was daily race C, I think. I could be wrong, it might have been daily race B. But it's here at Circuit de Sainte-Croix and it's track B. Now, the driver here, you can see Joshua Skywalker. He's one of the members here at GT Sports Mates, and he's probably only driven this track a handful of times, if that. And as you can see, starting all the way down in 15, out of 16, so pretty much at the very, very back of the grid on a track he is nowhere near comfortable with. He doesn't really know the track at all, but he thought he was going to give it a go. So let's see how he gets on over the 3 laps. Pretty short race, but to be fair, it is a massive track. So let's see how he gets on over the 3 laps as we just go on across the start finish line then to start this race. Already you can see somebody off into the gravel. It's just one of them circuits that it doesn't come up very often at all, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's even a very common track on the game amongst just your general lobby drives. As someone goes off and almost spins out Josh and the Lamborghini as well, going into the wall. Josh up into 12th after just 3 corners. So far going pretty well for Josh. Like I said, doesn't know the track very well, but it would appear not many other people do either, as there's a bit of battle going on here as we come across round the corner to cross the bridge and up into 10th. He is getting the run on the GTR, which seemed to be the car choice on this track. As he goes past the GTR there, it did seem to be the car choice for this track, as the top runners all in GTRs. Josh getting a little bit of a shove there from the back from the GTR, but nothing too bad. Up into 9th he is, and he's doing pretty well. I think we have to say he's doing pretty well as he turns around turn number 8. And this corner, as you saw there, Josh just going a little bit sideways, losing some speed there. It just carries, that corner just carries on. Just keeps going, and if you don't know the track, that's what happens. Now, bit of a drag race going on here, and Josh basically becoming the filling in a sandwich right there. That's what's just happened. He got squeezed from both sides, had to drop back, and then the GTR that he did overtake has reclaimed his position. Josh back down into 12th place, but I think seeing what's gone on so far, I don't think he's going to be here all that long, as he's just gone up a place as somebody else has been reset. As long as Josh can basically not crash and not get reset, he could do pretty well here. He could do pretty well. So let's see how he gets on as we come around turn 13, I believe this is, down to turn 14, which is the last corner, onto the home straight. It's not very big, this straight, actually. As we come around now, turn 14 onto the home straight, it's not very big. So yeah, in regards to slipstreaming and overtaking, you've got to be super close as you come around in corners, and even then you might not get the move done. But there's 1 lap down, 2 to go. In 11th place, he's up 4 positions in the first lap. So doing very well so far. Bit of battling ahead of him. Can he pick up a few positions? We will see, as the Beetle almost going off the track there. That could have been very dangerous, actually. Putting 2 wheels on the grass like that can easily spin you out. So the Beetle did very well to hold on to that. Josh catching up nicely now, looking to make a move in a good place. You don't want to make a move in a bad place here, because like I said, he doesn't know the circuit, and as you can probably tell from watching it, it's not exactly a brilliant circuit to overtake, as the GTR hits the inside wall there, and Josh almost losing it with his rear tyre just touching the grass, and the GTR once again going off into that wall. He must have seen Josh almost lose it, decided that was his chance to get past again, and just overcooked it. Josh up to 10th as we cross the bridge. Now, a little bit about this track. Like I said, it's not a very common track, even in just your daily lobby races. It doesn't come up all often at all, really. I think, like I said, we've probably raced this a handful of times here at GT Sports Mates, maybe even less than that, I'll be completely honest. But a bit of information on the track. So it's a complete tarmac track. There's no, it's a race. Yeah, it's not a rally, so it's going to be tarmac, obviously. There's 14 turns. It's 7 kilometers long. 7 kilometers of 4.3 miles for anyone on this side of the pond. 4.3 miles long, this track. It is massive. and that is one of the reasons I think it doesn't really get brought up all that much. It's so big, you know, just a 3-lap race here, as you can see in the daily races, and it's a long race. The first lap, Josh doing a 2:27. You know, it's a big track. It's a big, it's a big track. It's a big race. So not many people decide to do the bigger tracks in your general day-to-day lobbies. So it doesn't get done all that much. Come around turn 14 now, in 10th place, on to the last lap. Now, can Josh pull anything out of the bag on the last lap? Is 10th where he's going to end up? Let's find out, shall we? As we come down to turn number 1, which can catch you out this turn actually, because you can see it's got such a big runoff. You kind of lose where the apex is of that corner. Josh doing well there, getting round without going too wide. The Beetle ahead, same, but the Corvette does have a speed advantage over that Beetle. The Beetle will outturn the Corvette. But as you can see, this track is mainly about power. The corners aren't very well suited to any kind of car, really, even though the Beetle is very good in the corners. As you can see, Josh overtaking quite easily there, up into 9th place. And he's already catching up to the guys ahead, who I'm not sure if they're having issues on this track themselves. The Beetle, out of nowhere, goes through Josh. That's confusing. I'm not sure why he went through instead of just banging into him, but it's worked out for Josh because the Beetle and another GTR both off at turn, what's that, turn 6 I think? Yeah, beginning of the bridge, they both went off. Josh up into 8th place on the final lap, and you can see a gathering of cars right in front of him. I can guarantee at this point Josh was really concentrating, getting as much as he can out of this car on this track, learning it pretty much as he goes as well, doing a very good job. He slid out in the first lap on that corner. He's done a very good job there coming around that very long right-hander turn 8, I believe. But the cars ahead also doing pretty well. They're not really getting away. Josh isn't really catching. I think we're going to have to hope that something goes wrong ahead for Josh to get up any more positions. But Josh also has to drive this. You know, he can't make a mistake himself. If he makes a single mistake, like the guy in the front has just done, looked like he hit the inside wall there. Look how much closer Josh has now got to that Mercedes. Yeah, is it the SLS? I think it is. We'll go with that. He hit the inside wall. Josh capitalised on that. And what has gone on there? Right, so somebody's just gone off. That's strange. It didn't look like he span off. He just kind of went off the track a bit, but the SLS has gone into the back of him. Josh up into 6th place on the final lap. Last corner, coming across that line. He's going to come across in 6th place. He's gone from 15th to 6th on a track he doesn't know in 3 laps. Super clean race there from Josh. I think, you know, credit where credit's due. There's lots of credit needs to be given right there. So that's what we're going to do for this time round, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Give us a like, comment, please subscribe, and we will see you all next time.